It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Next, on Madden NFL 24.
It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. And straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round 2, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, these Giants seem to be a team on the improve. They won their first playoff game since Super Bowl 46 last year. Now, what needs to happen to take that next step?
They just need to continue to amass talent, get those guys going, and become contributors. And on the offensive side of the ball, become much more explosive in the passing game.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they made sure to lock up their signal caller in the offseason, Jalen Hurts, and probably a wise idea after he finished as a runner-up to Patrick Mahomes for league MVP.
It certainly was a wise idea because now they have their signal caller for the foreseeable future. And think of the strides he's made since he entered the league. Everyone knew he could move it around with his legs, but boy, has he become accurate throwing the football.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
He'll take it at the 42. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 36 yards for DeAndre Swift. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He'll find Hodgins there complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Finding room at midfield. He stiff arms it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, it stays up. Steps away. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 36, Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Keeps, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
It's showtime.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Hodgins in motion. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throw here's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
New York ready to go again offensively. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Jones hit and the ball's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Shoves him away. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That escapes the sack. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Okereke. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special
teams' coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle made at the 42.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
incomplete.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Second and 7. On the option to give to Swift here.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Oh, They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
But first down, Hurts. Jones has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
From the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Jones. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of
of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Albert O from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones on first down. Completes this again to Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is... So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need however possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Nifty move. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Isaiah Hodgins from 6 yards away.
And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense.
Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Gano for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On second down, Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
On first down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Jones has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw here. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd down, here's Hurts. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Jones throwing to start the drive. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 101 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a 1st down as well. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hurts. it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Steps away to his left. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. second down and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way.
Julio Jones all alone.
Julio Jones.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jackson now to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jones now on 1st and 10. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what we need, baby. Let's ride.
They'll look to throw again. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Dances by him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and now it's 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 62 yards.
And the Eagles have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jones on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A good pickup there, a 22.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner's not just a little slot receivers get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator armed. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second and goal, Jones flushed it, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.